Good morning, my darlings, and welcome back to the Maldives. I was not originally planning for this vlog to be part 1 and part 2, but I didn't realise quite how much I had been filming in the last week. So we're back for part 2 of the vlog, which, confession time, right now I'm actually about to leave the island, which is a very sad and emotional time. We've had the most incredible holiday, but I realised I didn't properly introduce the start of this vlog. So we are now going to whiz back in time to Tuesday, when we still had 6 glorious days ahead of us, and then we'll catch up again in half an hour or so, and I'm going to share with you how the journey home looks when you come to the Maldives, because it is certainly unlike any other holiday. So I wish I could travel back in time and have another 6 days here, but let's whiz back to Tuesday, and I hope you enjoy the vlog. Good morning, my darlings. It is Tuesday morning. I wish that you could tell me in real time if this is the dorkiest thing ever, or if I can pull it off. I love hats, but I feel like this one is trying to be like a cool hat, and I'm just not quite sure if I can pull it off, but you know what, I'm just gonna do it anyway. So we just started the day with a gym session. I found a really good workout. I'll leave a link down below. It's a 30-minute kettlebell workout just on YouTube, and it includes a lot of kettlebell swings, and it was absolutely brutal, but I really loved it. I downloaded it so I can do it again, but yeah, I'll leave a link down below. And today is the day. I know this will be completely old news by now, but we just woke up to the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 𝏂𝒂𝒻 Instagram stories, and gosh, it's just, I feel really sad about the whole situation. If what he's saying is true about how everything went down for their wedding, then I think it's just really tragic. Definitely does change how I feel about David and Victoria Beckham, but I'm sure, I feel like they're gonna have to say something. They're gonna have to bring out a statement. It'll be a week later by the time you're watching this, so you'll know what they've said. But yeah, I'm excited to see what, well, not excited, that's the wrong word. I'm interested to listen to like the Rest is Entertainment podcast about how they analyse this, and yeah, I'm intrigued to know what's going to come, but I feel very sad for the situation. I think anytime you see a family imploding like this, I think it is just really tragic and heartbreaking. But we're gonna head to breakfast. I am wearing, normally I wouldn't wear a swimsuit to breakfast, but I feel like this is kind of a full outfit. So swimsuit and matching sarong. I bought this I think 3 years ago. This set comes with me on every single holiday. I love it. I did have to shorten the straps. Oh, I've got a bit of deodorant marks. And the sarong is just a really lovely silky fabric. So pretty, and really easy to pack, and just great to fling on at lunchtime as well. I don't know if I can be bold enough to wear the hat. Well, no one's judging any fashion statements here. I have woken up with quite a few little blemishes on this side of my face. I wonder if, do you know what, I didn't cleanse my skin before bed. I just went straight to sleep after coming back from dinner because I didn't wear any makeup, so I just put on another oil. Maybe that's why I should have cleansed. Anyway, we're gonna head to breakfast, my favourite meal of the day, and I'll show you how I'm continuing my matcha chia seed while we're here, because I bought my Wild Nutrition Collagen with me. Yeah, I'll show you what I do when we're at breakfast. I don't know if I've properly shown you, but this is the kind of decking of our villa. There's a couple of hammocks here. You can lie in the sun if you want to. We choose a sunrise villa, and we leave our blinds open, so if we start to stir at 6:30, then the sky is just always this beautiful pink or purple sky. Is it called the aurora borealis when it's northern lights? That was happening at home last night, which is really cool. Woke up to some amazing photos. And we very frequently, this morning I saw about 3 or 4 turtles just poking their head up. It's just amazing, because all of this underwater is the seagrass meadow. I'll try and sort my phone out so I can get some underwater videos to show you, but there we go. Gosh, it is so toasty. It was meant to be cloudy today, but there's a few wispy clouds, but I think we are going to be in for another blue sky, scorching hot day. way back from breakfast and I spotted this little guy earlier and he's still there. I wonder if Charlie will be able to see him. It is a stingray and he's kind of fluttered the sand up. You can see his tail there. And he's kind of fluffed the sand up to make himself camouflage. They're very good at being very hidden, aren't they? You can just see his eyes as well. Very conveniently set up little tables on the beach for tonight's management cocktails. So you've got a little resting spot. I've just been on the hammock finishing my 5th book of the trip, Manifest by 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 𝙒𝙢. And I think I last read this book in, I think it was actually January 2022, because I realised it was published in 2021. And I used to be really good at manifesting, and I feel like especially since after our wedding, I guess it's just not been something that I've been giving much thought to or much energy to, but I really wanted to rejig and refresh my manifesting skills, because I know from experience, and I've spoken about it a lot here on the channel, certain things that I've manifested, like massive milestones, to the exact day that I said I was going to achieve them. So I know that it works wholeheartedly. So I've manifested a couple of things. I'm going to do a few vision boards and things like that when I get back home, but I feel very inspired. I'm now going to go back to my Sapiens book. I did get to a chapter where it was getting a bit upsetting, like talking about farming, like animal farming, and I was really not enjoying that chapter, so I put it down for a bit. But yeah, finished this, gonna take it home. I'll probably read it again in a couple of years. But now it is so hot today. It's really humid, and it's actually probably the most uncomfortable day that we've had. Obviously not complaining, but it's that kind of stifling heat today. I think because it's a bit humid, that just kind of locks in the heat. So feeling very toasty, so I'm going to grab my water bottle. Actually, it's not my water bottle, it's my matcha bottle, and I'm going to go to the ice cream area. They have free ice cream on this island, which is one of the reasons we love it, and I'm going to put a couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream in with my matcha and turn it into a milkshake. Yay! What a lovely plan. This is my Chloe swimsuit, and I love it. I've had this for a couple of years now. It's got these really cute little shell charms on it, which are so sweet, and I love the kind of vintage floral. These are the flavors you can get. They have got everything from honey and lavender, burnt milk, cinnamon, strawberry, white chocolate. What are the weird ones?
It's all included.
Yes, free.
It's free.
Butterfly pea flower. You know, that's like a type of sweet pea, but it's actually edible, and it makes things go blue. Pistachio, and then there's these little magnum type things you can get. I'm gonna try the mango next time. And sorbets. Look at this. So many to choose from. Ooh, mango, passion fruit, banana and coconut sorbet. I'm gonna get sorbets next time, actually.
Do you know what? That tutti frutti sounds amazing.
Yeah, and mango,
I don't think
passion
I've seen
fruit,
that or the bubbles one. Mum would get that, wouldn't she?
She definitely would. Guava, bet that's amazing.
Ginger. Oh, passion fruit sorbet.
Yeah.
But there are quite a few new ones on here.
No. Nope.
Oh, the tutti frutti sounds good. And the pass me on, thank you. This is my coconut popsicle. Very fresh, thank you.
So I've put the ice cream in my ocean bottle, which has my matcha from breakfast and my chia seed. That is going to be a delicious milkshake.
Right.
Yum! One is leaving the island, and the staff, White Lotus style, can you see they're all waving them off? Let's go and join them. Oh, this makes me cry. When it's you leaving the island and you see all of the staff members waving. Oh, it's so sad. Oh.
Who has seen The White Lotus?
White Lotus?
The series, no?
I heard about it.
Oh, you have to watch it.
You know, in the White Lotus they do this because it's all in hotels. Yeah. You must watch this. It's good.
I heard it's a very nice.
Charlie is friends with all of them, as you can imagine. They love the banter. Ooh, look at this.
It's hard to describe.
Beautiful. I've only got *Sapiens* left, and I'm finding that quite a hard read. I've just grabbed this from reception. They've got a little library. They didn't have that many English books, but this is a Sunday Times bestseller.
Because I would say about 25% of guests here are British.
Yeah.
And then about 25. No, I would maybe say 50% of guests are European.
Yeah.
But we've obviously met guests from Saudi Arabia. We've met guests
Brazil,
New
Zealand, Australia.
Where
else? No, not Colombia.
No, just that for now.
We need to figure out where the Brazilian girl recommended to us, because that would be an epic trip.
Brazil's on the list.
It's on the list. There's one way to get your wheels into the water. Bringing the skidoos in. We were saying we might do a skidoo trip on Thursday morning, because apparently they take you out for over an hour, and loads of people that we've met here have seen dolphins on their skidoo trips. Ooh, oh my gosh. Yeah, so hot. You're a bit red on the back of your neck, darling. Hello my darlings, it is 10 to 7. I'm about to get ready for dinner. Just had a lovely, very pampering shower. Charlie always brings exfoliating gloves with us on holiday, and it's amazing for both a real and a fake tan. I yesterday actually put on a layer of tan. I brought this with me. Because I wear Factor 50, I don't pick up too much of a natural tan, so bringing fake tan on holiday, I would say, is a really good idea, especially if you just feel a little bit better with a tan in a bikini. But as I get ready for dinner, I thought I would share with you a few beauty favourites. I know I shared a few in the last vlog as well, but this will be specifically useful if you are planning a trip to the Maldives. Also, I know that I will want to watch this back next year or the year after, the next time I come on this trip, to remind myself what to pack. When I was packing for this holiday, I watched back my last year's video to remember the essentials. So I'll whiz through my Maldivian or like hot holiday beauty essentials, and then I'll share with you just getting ready for the evening. So the first thing that I just popped on after getting out of the shower, you want a really, really hydrating face serum, and I am trying, I'm obviously not like throwing anything out, but as I'm repurchasing things at home and for holidays, I'm looking a lot more closely than I have done in the past at ingredients within my skincare products. And 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, I think that is the correct pronunciation, is a brand that just always has really nice ingredients, and this is their Skin Food Super Serum, 100% natural origin ingredients. This, I would also say, is not expensive. There are so many serums very, very similar to this that offer incredible hydration that are literally 10 times the price. I think I actually got this at 25% off. I get all of my beauty products from Look Fantastic. They just have the best range. I always find the best prices on there. I'm pretty sure my face moisturizer, the Skin Food Light, I think this was also 25% off at when I bought these bits before coming out here. And yeah, just hydrating but gentle skincare is really, really important when you're coming away on a trip like this. In fact, I'm going to pop a little bit of this on my skin now. They obviously pair together really, really nicely. This is the light version. I would say if your skin does get very dry, you can get the regular Skin Food, but my skin is naturally quite oily, so this gives me all the hydration and calmingness that I need with lovely ingredients without being too heavy. It doesn't like sit on the skin. I have got a thicker moisturizer, where is it, my 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 barrier cream, that goes on as my night cream, but this one is just a little bit lighter for when I'm getting ready for dinner and as like a daytime pre-SPF moisturizer. And so as I said, I get all of my beauty products on Look Fantastic, from my micellar water to literally even right down to my mosquito patches, to my serums, to my shampoo and conditioner, to my SPFs. And if you would like to pick up any of these pieces or any of your usual beauty essentials, then you can use the discount code JosieLF, and that will get you an extra discount on your order. It could be up to 20%. It varies on different products. So that's what I've used to hydrate my skin. I also, after popping on the serum, like I said, using fake tan on the body, it's even more important for me on holiday to bring a facial fake tan. And I've actually bought two with me. They are very, very different price points. Where's the other one? Where is it? Most of the writing has come off, but these are two very different price point facial fake tans, and I use both of them. These are the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 adaptive tanning drops. I have had this one tube for probably a year and it still feels like it's at least half full. This was very expensive. The discount code comes in very, very handy, but I mix a couple of drops of that in with my serum just before bed, and you just wake up with the most lovely natural glow. I use that obviously at home as well, but when I'm on a holiday, for an extra golden glow that looks really, really natural, and you don't need to wash your hands afterwards, the Stingrays Purity Bronzing Water Face Mist is absolutely amazing. It helps keep my face and my neck the same colour as the rest of my body, because I wear a super high factor SPF 50 on my face. I'm using the La Roche-Posay Oil Control SPF 50 on my face, and on my body I'm also using a La Roche-Posay Factor 50. This is the Ultra Protection Invisible Spray. And the sun in the Maldives is super, super, super strong. Don't make the mistake of thinking, oh, I never burn, and wear Factor 30 on your first week, because you will burn. Trust me, Factor 50 is essential. So I wear Factor 50 on my face all week, and then I have dropped down to Factor 30 on my body, but I don't lie out in like the heat of the day. I don't lie and sunbathe in the sun. Charlie does. And the 𝑛UX tanning sun oil has been the Factor 30 oil has been what I've been wearing on my legs and my arms for the second week of the holiday, now that my skin is accustomed to it and I have not burnt. So the SPF routine has been perfect. Other beauty essentials, what would I not be able to survive without on this holiday? I would say my evening skincare oil. 𝑃𝑖 is another brand. If you're having a little bit of a reset of your beauty kind of go-to products for the new year, maybe like me, you're looking for brands that you use. I mean, SPF is one thing, so you use it for a couple of weeks while you're on holiday, but the brands and the products that I use every single day, whether at home or abroad, it is becoming more and more important to me that the ingredients are more natural, let's say. So 𝑃𝑖 is a brand that, again, the ingredients within their products are absolutely amazing. They look to natural ingredients that have got proven effects. So for example, rosehip, it's super high in antioxidant power, fantastic for helping skin cells regenerate. So if you've been out in the sun all day, you need some hydration, you need some just kind of repair for your skin, rosehip oil is absolutely incredible for that. Charlie and I both use this, and this little one is the perfect size for bringing with you on holiday. So that's been an evening essential. The islands do fumigate, which means that they spray something which deters mosquitoes, but there are still mozzies here, and I don't want to be spraying myself in any harsh chemicals. So these anti-mosquito patches from a brand called Kind Patches, they are natural ingredients, 12-hour protection, DEET-free, 100% vegan, and you literally just peel off a sticker. In fact, I need to put my one on for tonight. You just peel off a sticker, and if you do get attacked quite a lot, you could put one on each ankle, one on each wrist, I guess, but I have been nibbled on my back, so I'm just going to put this little slightly fragrant sticker on my back so that they don't nibble at me while I'm at dinner tonight. Other favourites, well, I obviously had to bring with me my hair care duo because of going in the sea, being in the sun. My hair is quite dry and in need of a little bit of love. I bought the 𝑭𝒐𝙀 Damage Remedy restructuring conditioner with me because I also bought my own shampoo, because I do find that here at the Six Senses the shampoo and conditioner and the products that they provide are very, very natural. And I remember one year I didn't bring anything with me and I just could not get my hairbrush through my hair. So at least your own conditioner, and this one is super reparative and hydrating for my hair, and I just don't go anywhere without my Red Ken 1 United. It's probably the product that I rave about and have spoken about the most on my time on YouTube, because it's, what do they call it, like a 25 in 1, yeah, 25 benefits: heat protection, anti-frizz, anti-humidity, helps your hair to detangle quicker, blow dry quicker, air dry quicker, and then for the ends, super hydrating. Again, nice little, it's not a big container, it's not heavy. The Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil, just incredibly hydrating, helps to repair the hair, hydrate the hair, prevent split ends, flyaways. If your hair is dry from being in the sun or just from overusing chemical or heat damage at home, then this is absolutely incredible. I could go on and on and on about various different beauty favorites, but I'd say they're the ones I would most definitely recommend for a Maldivian holiday. I also love this. This is the Aveeno Skin Relief Body Oil Spray. This is amazing on airplanes. I did pick up the mini from Look Fantastic before coming away. So hydrating, long-lasting hydration, and I feel like skin with a little bit of a light oil on in the evenings here, and also when traveling on the way home, your skin just looks really healthy and glowy. I have the full-size version of this waiting for me at home, but this little mini one is very handy, and I actually just refill it because you can unscrew and rescrew the lid. I just refill it and top it up for each holiday. Obviously I brought with me my Suri toothbrush and the travel case, which has got the UVC light in it, which means that my toothbrush gets a little bit of cleaning when it's in the case. It cleans the head. And where's my deodorant? I bought my Wild deodorant with me, another really good swap to make if you haven't already, switching to a more natural deodorant. I'm going to pop on a tiny bit of makeup this evening, not too much. This will actually only be my second time wearing makeup since we've been here. This is the Arborian CC cream that I use every single day at home as well. I've just got a couple of blemishes down here, which is why I wanted to pop a bit of coverage on this evening. This is SPF 30 because the sun has not set yet, so you could still burn a little bit. So that SPF 30 is great for in the evenings. But I just love the very natural coverage you get with this. And I love that you can apply it with your hands, makes it so quick. Giorgio Armani bronzer. I literally just bought the makeup that I use every single day at home. This is a little Real Techniques bronzing brush, which is great for travel. The By Terry Sunny Flash palette, my second bronzer, because this one just gives you such a nice glow. This, I would say, is my favorite makeup palette of all time. I know that's a bold statement, but it's just so versatile. The bronzer is super flattering, gives you the most gorgeous glow. I think I'm about to hit pan on that one. The blusher is just absolutely beautiful. Really, they just blend in together so nicely. When I'm on holiday, I not only put blusher in the usual places, but also on the bridge of my nose and up here. I think it looks really pretty. And you can also use this palette for eyeshadow. I just mix the bronzer and this lighter shade up here. Again, a product that I use nearly every day at home, the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel. This is the one that I find looks the most natural, like it doesn't look like you've plastered a load of product in your brows, but even a day on the beach, your brows will not move if you set them with this. Hourglass mascara in espresso. Okay, we are rapidly losing daylight, but the very last thing is lips. This evening I'm using the Lancome 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. I've never actually read the name of this before. It's their lip shaper in the shade Throwing Beige. And why I love this lip liner is it's just really, really creamy and balmy, so it's very comfortable to wear. It's almost like a balm version of a lip liner. And then my favorite lipstick that I wear again at home and away, MAC Kinda Sexy is the shade name. It actually feels a bit strange having proper makeup on after so long not wearing it. But there we go, that is my probably realistically 5-minute evening makeup routine. That is the maximum that I want to spend doing makeup when we're here on holiday. Everything that I've mentioned I'll leave linked in the description box down below, and don't forget Josie LF as a little discount code if you want to pick anything up. Okay, I'm going to dry my hair.
Don't forget my 3 favourites, mate.
Okay, I'm going to dry my hair. I'm going to leave you with Charlie's favourites. Go on then, tell everybody.
Okay.
And show off your
tan. SkinCeuticals, 𝑐𝑖𝑙𝑖𝑚arin CF.
Sorry?
𝑐𝑖𝑙𝑖𝑚arin CF. So they make these sound so confusing, but it's essentially vitamin C.
Right.
And then, what is an essential for holiday? Hyaluronic acid. And I've been using this for a long time instead of a moisturiser.
Really?
Yeah, I don't use a moisturiser anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I just...
Wow. I didn't think it'd be enough for
Yeah, so it's just hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
And then literally, I reckon this is my 3rd favourite product. These are my 3 favourite skincare products. 𝑙𝑚IST Superfood Midnight Facial. Now, I use this almost every night as a night cream, which probably isn't what you're meant to do.
That's okay.
But
you spoke about that in last year's Maldives video.
Yeah, it's baffling how good it is. You feel like when you wake up and your skin's like really dewy and lovely.
It's baffling how tanned you are, to be honest.
And I think Eccentric Molecule is available. My favourite fragrance, but I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Anyway, right, let's
there we
get
go.
ready.
Right, let's get ready for dinner. So tonight is not Maldivian night, although it's a Maldivian party on the beach.
Yeah. And
we've had the Maldivian dancing, lots of cocktails. It's nice that everyone on the island comes out for the party.
It's the management cocktails, which happens every week.
Yeah.
And so it's free cocktails, so if you drink alcohol, that's great.
Woo!
Otherwise, you have a non-alcoholic beer like me, which is fab. And then it corresponds with the same evening that is the Mediterranean buffet, which, as we've said, we're not normally buffet people, but the buffets here, they have 2 a week. This is my 2nd favourite because the Asian one is better.
One is amazing.
But the Asian one's amazing.
But this one, they do a saffron and spinach risotto, and it is one of my favourite things in the whole world.
Quite a senior Italian chef here now.
Yeah.
And as I say, we try and eat, we embrace more of the food we can't get at home, don't we?
Yes.
Like the curries, the Maldivian curries. But tonight is a night just to embrace all the yumminess of Europe.
Yumminess. Can you show my dress?
Yeah, let's do it. There you go, mate. Lovely. Very Maldivian.
I thought it was perfect for Maldivian.
Trying to walk and show us it. Flows nicely. Oh, the lights have come on. Don't tell the Italians. The other one that works is...
That cabbage was really good last week. Oh yeah.
Good evening, how are you? This is very...
So this chap that Charlie is with is 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and he is our gem. Every time you come, you get assigned a gem. 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 has been our gem for the last 8 years. He also supports Man United, so they're best friends. And your gem will take care of your every desire while you're on the island. Whether you want lemon and ginger tea or a trip to a private island, he'll sort it.
Very good. Oh yeah, I forgot. These are actually amazing.
The
These
shawarmas.
We're going to have our starters and then we come back. We need a game plan. So we come back to these.
Figuring out how much space we have to leave. Oh, look at this. Nice. Full on barbecue. Yeah. So it's dipped in like a tahini, I think, is it? And then in the rice pops. Oh, it's smoked paprika. Incredible. Mustard dressing. Nice. Look at this. I love that all the menus here, they're always so educational, talking about the health benefits of broccoli, reducing inflammation, improving immunity, helps control blood sugar, and is very, very tasty.
Outside Johannesburg, Christmas, Easter, and then my wife. Really? Yeah, very good, thank you.
So I quickly showed you my breakfast a second ago, and for lunch they cook the pizzas right here at the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. I've got, I think it's like a beach lettuce rocket, pumpkin, basil, cheese and broccoli on my pizza. Charlie's very boringly got a margarita.
I wouldn't normally, but I just really craved it. We're sharing anyway, aren't we?
Oh, are we? Yes, we are. Yummy. And I've started another book. Someone that we met on the island actually gave me this. They said that it's a really interesting read, and I actually don't know, obviously, like just from aside from headlines, that much about Virginia's story, and already it's really, really interesting.
It's heartbreaking, I think.
It's going to be a tough read, but I think I need something a bit more gripping for this stage of the holiday, so I'll let you know how I get along with this. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. It is another perfect day. We were just saying we have been so lucky with the weather on this trip. I think if anytime you go to a tropical place, if you get a couple of days of rain, that's definitely to be expected, but we've had one morning where there was a few clouds, but the rest of the time it's just been like this. We've been incredibly lucky. It actually said that it was going to be cloudy today, but it's ended up just being another perfect day. We've actually got spa treatments in about half an hour, and the spa here is incredible. They do either Thai or Balinese or deep tissue massages, and we've got a 90-minute treatment, which I cannot wait for. So let me show you something really exciting. Now, I don't know how well this will come up on camera, but can you see two little tracks, or quite big tracks actually, here in the sand? So starting here and on this side as well, this is where a turtle has made his way. These are the marks of his flippers. I actually can't see the screen right now, it's pitch black because it's so bright outside. But this is where a turtle has made his way up the beach, and just here under the sand is his nest, or her nest rather. There'll be probably about 100 eggs in the sand there, and the mum will have just left them. She doesn't come back, which is crazy. Only 1 in 1,000 will survive, so 1 in every 10 hatchings. But you can clearly see the marks where she's flipped her way up the beach to make her nest, and then she'll have gone back into the sea to carry on with life. Yeah, it looks like a giant tractor mark going up the beach. I like to do this walk to the corner and back anytime I finish a chapter of my book, and I probably do this about 15 times a day, and each time is nearly 1,000 steps. So I've been averaging, my Oura ring says, about 18,000 steps a day, which is not bad. And walking in the sand, it's like an extra workout. Sometimes my ring thinks I've been using the step machine. Whew, look at this. I just checked the weather forecast back home and it is so miserable. I think we might have to stay here forever. Charlie and I are the last ones on the beach. I think that this time, like 4:30 till 6, is actually the best time. The sun isn't quite so strong, sunset's over there. So it always surprises me that people leave early, especially because dinner doesn't, like most people don't go to dinner till 7:30. But I'm gonna try and finish this book today or tomorrow. To say I'm enjoying it would be a bit weird because obviously it's a really dark subject matter. I'm getting through it very quickly. I've not even been reading it 24 hours and I'm about 3/4 of the way through. It is absolutely fascinating. I didn't realise what an awful childhood Virginia had. I don't know if I mentioned, but it was actually a really lovely Australian lady that we met here on the island that gave me this book when she was finished. And, oh sorry, we don't want any free foot content. Yeah, it's a pretty hard book to read, and I feel like I've been a bit moodier. Like, it's hard to be not happy when you're in paradise, obviously. I'm so grateful for this. But yeah, I do feel like my mood has been a bit more glum since I've been reading this, so I'm kind of looking forward to finishing it. Anyway, I'm gonna get another chapter under my belt, and then it's time to head to the spa. Sorry, that's my socks from the gym this morning. It is Friday afternoon. It's our last day today. We are leaving on a seaplane at 9 o'clock in the morning. The seaplane is actually already here on the island. I just spotted it ominously bobbing about on the nearby island, waiting to take us away. The seaplanes only fly between dawn and dusk, so because our flight is quite early, 9 o'clock in the morning, the seaplane is already here to take us away tomorrow. But it's so funny, Charlie and I got back from the gym this morning and I said, gosh, we have had the best weather on this trip that we have ever had on a Maldivian holiday. We've not even had one properly cloudy morning, like so cloudy that you don't feel like you want to go on the beach. But I said it would be actually really cool. I'm almost craving a bit of a rainstorm, and it's as though we manifested it, because we were doing our lap around the island after breakfast to help with our digestion, and suddenly this big black cloud came over, and for 10 minutes it poured with rain. So we got our wish of a little bit of tropical rain, and now it's just hazy again. It's not perfect blue skies, but I guess it's preparing us for the incredibly wet weather forecast in the UK for the next couple of weeks. It literally, like, every day on my weather app is showing rain, which is crazy, but we've just had the most amazing time. So going to make the most of our final afternoon on the beach. Massages last night were amazing. They are so strong that I don't think the knots in my back have ever been attacked in the way that the ladies here do it. They are so incredible, and I've booked myself a couple of treatments for when I get back home. Definitely going to make that more of a regular thing this year. But yeah, I'll catch up with you again before dinner. My vlogging today is exactly 1 week since I started the vlog, so tonight is the Asian street food market again, which is my favourite dining experience here on the island. It's, I would say, where we ate last night is the most fine dining, but we're here on a half-board package, and it means that most of our dinners are all completely covered unless we want extra courses or side dishes and things like that. So we had to pay a little bit extra for some of the additional food last night, but for example tonight, when it's the buffet, it's all completely included. So yeah, it's great. We booked, I think we booked through Mr. and Mrs. Smith again. I'll leave the details down below. We've actually met 2, 4, 6, possibly 8 people on this island that have actually booked to come here because of the YouTube videos that I've done about this island in the past, which is really surreal, and I think that's why YouTube is so great, because the videos are evergreen. So if you type in Six Senses Laamu, then chances are you might come across one of my videos. So they've all had a lovely time, so I'm really glad to have inspired their holiday in some small way, and introduced lots of people to our favourite place in the whole world. But anyway, I don't want to miss out on any sunshine, because I'm not going to get much of it for the next couple of weeks at home. So quick rehydration, and I actually came to the room to grab my drink. Oops, my memory card just ran out. I just had to delete some footage, and I was deleting snowy clips from when we left the UK, and honestly that feels like a year ago. I feel like we've been here for so long, but yeah, it's just been amazing. So this is my strawberry and passion fruit yogurt kefir drink that I got at breakfast this morning, with chia seeds soaked in cold brew green tea. Has been how I've been soaking my chia seeds. So this is the drink I'm going to enjoy this afternoon on the beach, maybe with a few scoops of strawberry ice cream. So yeah, let's get back into the sunshine. So when I say a cloudy day, this is what I mean. It was cloudier earlier, just for a few minutes, but there's a cloud but as you can see it's still beautifully sunny. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this because this is yet another mummy turtle track. This one is actually really really prominent, and Charlie and I spotted this first thing this morning, so she would have made her way up last night all the way up towards villa number 94. And then can you see where the tracks kind of wiggle there? She obviously decided to change direction and ended up burrowing here. So that's where the eggs will be. They've put a little turtle sign up there. I'm not going to get any closer, you're not meant to get within. Actually, I should probably get further away. Not really meant to get too close. But yeah, that's where her little eggs will be. And in about 55 days they'll hatch. And hopefully the little baby turtles will make their way into the big wide world. How cute. Oh my gosh, it is so hot. I need to get back in the shade and finish my book. So we are showered and dressed and on our way to our final dinner. Are you excited?
Asian street market.
Yeah, Asian street market. It's the
feeling
best
very
one.
fortunate. Like, I think I don't agree with holiday blues on this trip because we're so spoiled. Unfortunately, we get to come here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're obviously excited to go back to the dogs. We're excited to go back to the home. We will miss it, but we'll be back.
We'll be back. Sounds very ominous, but it's true. A very sad moment. I've been for a little walk around the island, said my goodbyes. We had a beautiful sunrise this morning from our villa, and now it's time for our final breakfast. Airport, the international airport. Anyone that's been to Maldives before July 2025 will have been to the old airport, which was so different. It felt like you were in, I don't know, like a little tropical shed before. It was very cute. But this is, wow.
It was charming before.
Charming, yes.
And to be fair, we were saying there were some elements of it that were quite sweet.
Yeah.
And authentic.
Yes.
However, given the number of people that come here now,
yeah,
this is needed, isn't it?
I mean, there was one shop before, right? None of these like luxury brands. There was actually a tiny, that's random. There was actually a tiny 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 in the old one, but definitely no luxury jewellery or anything.
Like, as people that obviously love the Maldives, and the people here are so friendly, and given tourism is, like, I would imagine, honestly, like 95% of the economy,
yeah,
it's good to see them doing well.
Yeah, it is crazy though, because this feels like you could be in London or Dubai or something.
I mean, this is nicer than it was so new. It's nicer than Heathrow.
Yeah, beautiful. like that, we are back home again. It is Sunday morning. It's actually blue skies. We brought the sunshine back with us and I can hear the birds twittering away outside. I'm so glad that we've come back to a nice day and not a miserable, rainy, grey day, because it means we can get outside, go for a walk. I've actually been awake since 4 o'clock in the morning. Jet lag coming back from the Maldives means you are awake basically from 2 a.m, which is not ideal, but we made the most of it. We watched the finale of The Traitors. I won't do any spoilers, but I think I'm really happy with how it ended. I thought that was a great conclusion, and now we're going to go back and watch the other series because we started with a celebrity version. We'd never watched it before, but now we're definitely going to go back and watch it. And I have just done half an hour yoga and 20 minutes on the Peloton, and had a really lovely pampering shower, hair mask to replenish the moisture. I used an 𝑴𝒆 on my skin last night because I still have a few blemishes, and I'm going to cover myself in my most hardcore body moisturizer, which is the Neutrogena Deep Moisture. 4 times skin hydration, strengthens the skin barrier. I actually ordered this on Look Fantastic the day before we flew home. Again, it was like 30% off. I think I paid under £5 for this, which is amazing. I'm all about the products that work really hard and that you're not paying crazy money for brand names. So I'll leave that link down below along with all of my other Look Fantastic favorites, and don't forget about the discount code. So I wanted to come in and just say thank you so much for watching the vlog. I feel so grateful to have had just the most wonderful switch off, recharge, reset, but I'm so happy to be home with my boys. It was lovely kissing my babies last night, and I'm excited to just get back into routines, into late winter rituals here at home. Yeah, it's good to be back. So my darlings, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next